Hello, my name is Aiden Garza, and today I'm going to be talking about Vanessa Guillen. Vanessa Guillen. Vanessa was slaughtered to death after she served for this country. This is not what she deserved. She served for this country and was repaid in a violent way by one of her own. The army did not protect her. Instead, they slaughtered her and left her to die as if she was the enemy. I chose this topic because I believe it is important for us to know what goes on in our military and how they do not really protect us, but instead harm us, and how some of our government is really screwed up. She was getting assaulted. She mentioned to her mom she was being assaulted. After that day, she goes missing. They find her body chopped up in a suitcase. She was brutally murdered by one of the guys in the military. He treated her as the enemy. Guillen had planned to file a harassment complaint against Robinson the day after she was killed. They believe Robinson became furious when she told him that. She was bludgeoned to death in the armory room in the Fort Hood base. One of the soldiers put her body parts in a suitcase and he buried her nearby. When police confronted him about it, he committed suicide. All this started when she was working at her job in the Fort Hood base. She worked at one of the armory rooms, but not at the one Robinson was at. She was having some problems with the serial codes, so she decided to walk to one of the other armory rooms to ask someone a question about one of the serial codes. She left her keys and all of her belongings in the armory room. For months and months, she was missing. No one knew or heard anything about her. Her family wanted answers. Imagine losing one of your loved ones for 2 months and not knowing anything about them. This is how her family felt. They just wanted to know something about her. About the third day that she was missing, her sister went to the Fort Hood base to learn more about her disappearance. No one knew anything. All they told her was that her belongings were in the armory room and that is where she was last seen. No one knew anything. As the time passed by, suspicion raised on Robinson because he was the last one to see her. Once they start questioning people, they said they saw Robinson the night of her disappearance putting a large suitcase in his trunk. Police decided to question Robinson, and when confronted, he killed himself. They then questioned his girlfriend, who was also the wife of another former soldier in the Fort Hood base. She then confessed to what she had done. She said Robin bludgeoned Vanessa Guillen to death with a hammer. He chopped up her body into pieces like if she was nothing. He then put her body in separate suitcases. He then asked his girlfriend to help him cover up this scene and bury her body. They buried her nearby in a nearby park. Search crews searched and searched the area, but could never find anything. Until one day, a man who was cruising the park saw cement and he thought, what could this be? He called a search team, and sure enough, it was Vanessa Guillen's body in the suitcases with cement poured all over them. This is how Vanessa died. Vanessa was a beautiful young woman who just wanted to fight for her country. She did not deserve to die like this. She did not deserve to be bludgeoned to death by one of her own. She should not have been assaulted. She should have been fighting for our country right now. It was not supposed to end like this.